Once you can let go of things that don't fucking serve you, don't align with the person that you need to fucking be, don't align with the person that you fucking respect, that's when you'll fucking level up. You don't need a fucking holiday to fucking tell you that. You don't need this fucking new year, new me shit to fucking realize that shit. You need to wake the fuck up and understand that not until you let go of these fucking things holding you back, not until you do that, you'll forever be a fucking slave. Yo, welcome back to a new video, fellas. So as you can see from the title below, let's dive right in. So amongst this journey, man, you gotta realize when it comes to growth, fellas, the uncomfortable truth that most y'all don't want to put into perspective is that this journey costs you people that you're around or you've been comfortable with or just basically afraid to let go. This journey costs you people like that. Some people have to be left behind, whether that's family, whether that's friends, whether that's old environments. See, the one thing about environment, I understood that I had to see change. And it wasn't until when I moved out of my home state to what was scary and anxious for me when I was making that decision, to realizing that I needed more out of my life. I needed more out of my life. I needed change. I needed a sense of possibility or opportunity. And I didn't get that when I was sticking around certain habits. Maybe briefly when I went to college in a different city, I made something of myself in that sense. But then after that, you go, well, what else? And it wasn't until that I made that decision to completely move. And keep in mind, guys, I didn't tell anyone, not because I didn't love them, but when it comes to this game of life, you got to realize that this all starts with you. It always starts with you. So yes, was I homesick? Did I feel like, oh man, like, like, I know I'm going to leave some people behind. Maybe I should have told so-and-so. It doesn't matter. Because what I realized when I moved and stuff like that, I remember saying this before I left, and I was just like, you know what? Even though maybe a very few, and I'm telling you guys, I didn't say anything about this move to majority of the people that I knew in my life. But for the ones I did, I already told myself, whenever I come back into this environment, I already know who I can go to, reach out to, and all that stuff. I knew that. I knew that from jump up, but before I up and bounced. And it's the same people I still talk to this day. But the main difference, and now I'm going to switch it to friends, the main difference when I understood that was as I continue to grow out of my old self, out of old habits, out of old patterns that I didn't really like, that I knew I needed to change. It's funny how the ones I knew that I could reach out to at any moment or time, whenever we resurface conversations, it was always from a level of growth. It was always from a sense of me doing a lot better about myself, me challenging myself, putting myself in situations where there is no other way but growth around it. So going on to that point, it's even with the friends you have to leave behind, guys. Guys, there have been times, and I bring this up a lot, but even during my soccer days, right? And this is me being real. Maybe inside the field and all that stuff, the relationship was strong, crucial. I proved myself within new environments, do new teams, but the bond was always strong. But the one thing when it came to just friends were understanding that some people are never going to see or never going to want any change from you. They're never going to see or want any change from you. But you have to realize that not only is that okay, but you have to realize that there's no purpose for them to be around you. There's no purpose of them being around you, especially when you're trying to level up in life. You know, with soccer, it's just like I understood in terms of even the relationships I had outside of the field. If they weren't serving me any purpose, if they weren't aligned with the person I needed to become in order to have a better life, better growth within myself, being the man that I should be, then the relationship outside of the field didn't matter to me. I thought opposite. I thought maybe it was me, but no. When it comes to understanding that you have to grow within yourself and that this journey is for you to be aligned with that best version of yourself, you have to understand not everyone's going to come with you. And if anything, you're going to have to leave people behind. You have to. Because they will always recognize and treat you just as they've been used to you. They're going to treat you in that paradigm of that old version that you don't really appreciate, that you don't really respect. But when you're trying to get out of that, you have to realize what people were around me when I was operating in this sense, in this state. What people were around me who always viewed me as less than. Who always had an opposing factor to state about me whenever I brought up opportunities in terms of business, whenever I brought up opportunities to level up physically when it came to the gym, when it came to training. Who was always opposing those ideas? That's the shit you have to pay attention to when you have conversations with certain people. Because that is a tall tale sign that's going to make you understand that this person doesn't want you to grow in any sense of your area. They like you exactly where you are. But the problem with that is if you don't like that current state, that's when you get diminishing returns. That's when your energy drops every time you're around this person. Maybe with you not even knowing it in the very beginning. But it's draining. It's something that we call a crab in a barrel mentality. People want to see you do good, but never better than them. So whenever they see the opportunity that you're arising, and it seems as though your life is going great, but theirs isn't, they'll try any way possible to get you back down to the ground. And you have to get rid of those people immediately, no matter what. So you have to leave them behind. You know, and it sucks at first. Trust me, I understand this completely. This is something that I have to do within my life, day in, day out, being backstabbed, all this shit. All this shit, bro. I had to deal with it. I kept people around who fucking backstabbed me due to the fear of what they will think. What will people think? Until one day I just told myself, nah, I can't deal with this shit. I'm done being disrespected. Why do I have to owe an explanation for something that is so obvious? Why do I have to do that? Why do I let this person have so much control within what I do and how I think? Why? Because I was afraid to grow within myself. I was afraid to grow within myself. I was afraid of the possibility of not understanding that life could be better. I thought it was me, when in reality, it was just me being stuck in this hope, in this thought, in this dream that maybe one day people will see the good that I'm doing them. Maybe one day they'll decide to level up with me. Maybe one day they'll see that when we change our environments, fuck that shit, bro. There is no fucking we in this shit. There is no we because the other person can't see what the fuck you see. They never fucking will. But that's where once you decide to get rid of those people in your life, that's when you start thinking about yourself. That's when you start thinking about the standards. Then it all comes back to you, right? It all comes back to you now. You figured out the environment you need it. You need a different environment. That's a place that you're so scared to go by yourself. You realize that it's needed. It's necessary for you to see a bigger picture when it comes to life. Not going in the same town, in the same fucking bars, same spots that everyone's hanging out, with you acting the same way, with you doing the same shit that everyone's so used to. Once you realize, okay, my environment needs to be switched up. Once you start understanding and hearing and looking at the signs that, oh wait, I always notice whenever I want change in my life, this opposing figure, this person, always has something negative to say, always has the opposite direction towards it. Then you start realizing the signs with the people amongst you. Who's always that figure that says, yeah, man, I believe in you. I see that in you, bro. A lot of people don't see it, but I see it in you. That energy is that's what I fucked with you, bro. When you don't hear that often, it's only a selected few, but the majority is opposing that. That's when you understand, okay, maybe this person isn't good for me. Why is it always negative with this person or that person and that person? Why is it always negative with the majority of people that I hang around with, surround myself with, intermingle with? Whenever I have something that I want to change for the better, why do they never take me serious? Why am I never getting invited? Why do I do more good for them and I get nothing in return? And then once you realize those two, in terms of need to change of environment, change of friends, then it comes back to you. What have I been tolerating for all my life? What have I been fucking tolerating all my life? Being told I'm less than. Being told you won't make it. Being told that you'll never go anywhere farther than here. Then it all comes back to you. What are your daily habits like? What's the common theme that always seems to arise every time a new year is about to begin? And you tell yourself these goals, but it never fucking happens. What gets me into this fucking position every single time, every single month, week, year, but more importantly, day by fucking day? What do I keep fucking tolerating? Why do I have people so accustomed to this version of myself? What have I been doing up until this point? Then you start analyzing what you do on the day-to-day. What are your habits? Am I someone who always says yes to everything? Do I like when I say yes to everything? Do I agree to everything? I do because I care about what people think, and I am so afraid to tell them no that I will take on that added stress for them. And if I don't do what was asked from me because I agreed to everything, I feel less than because I didn't complete everyone else's needs. Why don't I start saying no to things I genuinely don't want to do, and the things that don't serve me and where I'm headed? Why not, instead of going in the same pattern of going to bed late, doing things at night that I probably don't appreciate and feel ashamed of after doing, instead of always showing up to work late and dealing with the consequences of that or the stress of that, Why don't I start changing my routine throughout the day? Why don't I just start waking up early? Why don't I start having faith with the man upstairs? Why don't I just start praying more? Why do I always feel like my energy is drained now? I got rid of the people, I got into this new environment, but my energy still feels the same. What do I eat throughout the day? Do I eat just a bunch of junk and processed shit? Or do I understand that in order to feel healthy, to feel energized, to have of a productive day throughout the fucking week, why don't I switch up my diet in terms of the food I put in my fucking body? The same fucking vessel that's getting me through these fucking weeks, months, day in, day out. Why don't I have an understanding? Why don't I just start having an understanding of health, fitness, where whenever I look myself in the mirror, I can be proud of what the fuck I see across. Why don't I treat myself with the level of respect that I see all these people that I watch online give themselves day in, day out? Why can't I put myself in their shoes? Why can't I start aligning myself to the daily habits that they do, that have them respect themselves whenever they look in front of the fucking mirror? That's where all the questions lie. Onto you. What do you want? Because that's going to be the most important. What do you want? You're afraid of motherfucking leaving people behind? But when you do the most for the people and they can't even do the bare minimum back for you, that's what you're afraid of letting go? That's what the fuck you're afraid of letting go. When you know you want more for yourself and you have standards for yourself. And you don't tolerate backstabbing. But you've seen it with the people that you're around. You've seen it amongst your fucking family. And here you are fucking tolerating it because you have no standards for yourself. That's what you're afraid of letting go? Some self-respect? The ability to stand up for yourself, let alone the people that you claim to fucking love? You're afraid of letting go of the motherfuckers that see you in the way that you don't respect yourself? You're okay with that? You're afraid to let that go and move on and embark into a new journey for yourself to be the man that you respect? That's what you're afraid of letting go? You're afraid of being amongst motherfuckers who are comfortable with the fucking shittiest life because they're so afraid of taking on new challenges, that they are so accustomed to being familiar with just doing the bare minimum when it comes to work, bare minimum after work, eating whatever the fuck they want and disrespecting the vessel that gets them through the day, through the week, through the months, through the years. Who want to stay in the same cliques that are actually draining them. Who want to tolerate disrespect from their chick, all for easy play. To never move out of their own fucking state. Because they say they don't need to. They say they don't need to. They say that there's nothing more. But still stay, complain, and do the same shit on the weekly basis, doing nothing about it. That's who you're afraid of letting go? Come on, man. I know you're better than that. I know you're better than that. But once you can fucking let go of these shits, Once you can let go of things that don't fucking serve you, don't align with the person that you need to fucking be, don't align with the person that you fucking respect, that's when you'll fucking level up. You don't need a fucking holiday to fucking tell you that. You don't need this fucking new year, new me shit to fucking realize that shit. You need to wake the fuck up and understand that not until you let go of these fucking things holding you back, not until you do that, you'll forever be a fucking slave. You'll forever be looked at as someone who is less than. You'll never understand what it's like to actually be treated and loved and admired on a daily basis from a woman. You'll never understand that shit. You'll never understand what it's like to be part of a group that sees nothing but the best from you. So even on your fucking hardest days, you can look around you and say, you know what? Man, this guy went through worse shit than me, and he's still putting it. He's still putting in work. If I were to fucking rate his week out of 10, shit's a fucking 10 every fucking time, no matter fucking what. No matter fucking what. And that's who I can call my brother. Nah, I need to step up. I need to be with him. I need to be around that. Because even on his hardest days, and he's still fucking pushing me while pushing himself. Yeah, I'm gonna think twice before I fucking fuck off on my tasks, on my daily task, on my weekly task, on my life goals, on my life achievements. Yeah, I'm gonna think twice before I fuck that off. So what's it gonna be, man? You finally gonna let go of that old identity? Or are you just gonna tell yourself, maybe next year, maybe next Monday, once I get everything in place? Or the funniest one when it comes to my fucking coaching, when I get on calls with people, the motherfuckers who say they're serious about their fucking goals, the funniest fucking one. Oh, let me save up this money. You know what? I know this shit can really change my fucking life. But you know what? I am so serious. I am so serious about achieving that goal. I know that it will fucking change me in terms of my future, how I think about myself, how I treat my body. I am so serious. I am so serious about achieving that shit that I'm gonna delay it. Just give me another month, guys. Just give me another month. Let me save up a little bit. Let me not invest in myself. Let me not invest in myself. Because I think time is on my side. I am so serious that I will delay achieving that goal to another year. I'm so scared of improving myself. I am so scared of things changing in my life for the better. Because I just need more time. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that. Because those are the same conversations, those are the same sentences, those are the same bullshit ass excuses I was fucking using until I decided to fucking let go of motherfuckers that never fucking served me. That will never see me become, that will never want me to become the best version of myself. To always stay stuck in the body that I didn't fucking love or appreciate because I was putting bullshit in my body. Those are the same sentences and excuses I was using to wondering why my fucking social life, let alone dating life, was struggling. And it wasn't until I let go. And it wasn't until I let go of that fucking fear to understand that the only one who's gonna appreciate me, the only one who's gonna fucking show up for me is a motherfucker I look at in the mirror every single day I fucking wake up. And there's two things that go with that. Either A, I'm proud of myself and I'm doing what I said I was going to do, or fucking two, man, I feel like fucking shit. I'm worthless, bro. And everything that everyone says about me is fucking true. Those are two things that go into the morning when you look at yourself in the fucking mirror. It's gonna be one of those two. So what's this gonna take? What's it gonna take? Are you gonna finally fucking choose you? Or is everyone right? Are you going to fucking choose you? Or is everyone right? That's what you have to fucking decide. Starting today. Fucking New Year's, man. Fuck this winter arc shit too. 2 fucking day. What the fuck are you gonna choose? Fuck this same shit fucking new for motherfucker. There's nothing more I need to fucking say, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back.